Where'd you figure that out?
Okay. So we're going to learn how to model fractions. Multiplying fractions by whole numbers. That's what we're going to model today. Okay. So if you open up your books to chapter 10, lesson 3, which is on page, I believe it's 718? 719? All right. So we're going to go right into our... So we're going to use repeated addition. So on your desks, you have bags of fraction tiles. Our first multiplication problem is 1/3 times 3. So I want you to get out the 1/3 tiles out of your bag. You can just dump them out and just separate the tiles and get all the 1/3 tiles off to the side. Okay? I'll give you a second to do that. So the way that we're going to model this with our tiles is we're going to get 3. Because we're multiplying it by 3, we're going to get 3 of our 1/3 tiles. So over here I have my tile, I only have 1. That's okay, I'll fix it. There, now I have 3. Okay? So, I want you to line your tiles up next to each other. Like so. So how many thirds do I have lined up?
3.
So, I have 3 thirds. Okay? So I have 3 thirds. Okay? Now my 3 thirds is equal to 1 whole. And I know it doesn't quite cover it all, but it's 1 whole. Okay? Just trust me. I'll do that. Okay. Now, so since we're from there, what we're going to do, okay, so you're going to model this on your desks. Okay? So everybody should have that modeled on their desks right now while they're following along. Then what we're going to do is we're going to draw inside our book. So I'm going to color in 1 of each of these things that are separated into 3 equal sections. Okay, so each one, this is our model of 1/3. So there's 3 sections, right? Okay, so I need to shade in 1 of those sections. That's 1/3. But how many 1/3s do I have?
3.
3. So I need to shade in the second one, and I need to shade in the third one. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to count how many sections I shaded. How many did I shade?
3.
3. I have 1, 2, 3. So now I shaded 3 in my answer. Okay? So there's 3 sections shaded. Now how many total sections of the model? I'm sorry. Did you see what I just did? Okay, so in each one of these models, I have 1 section shaded. We added them all together. I have a total of 3 sections that I shaded, which in my answer, I then shaded 3 sections. Okay. So now, we're over here. So our 1/3 times 3, I shaded 3 of my thirds. So 3 thirds is equal to 1. So there you go. So 1/3 times 3 is equal to 3 divided by 3. Why is that? Well, we multiply these and then a division. What's a fraction?
A division
problem. Exactly. So 3 times 1 is 3, and then that would be over 3, which equals 3 divided by 3, which equals 1. Okay. A fraction is a division problem. Remember that. Okay. So now we're going to do our next one. We're going to find the unknown. And 2 times 3/4. We're going to use models and write it in simplest form. So on your desk right now with your fraction tiles, I want you to show me 2 times 3/4. Okay, on your guys' desk right now, this is what I'm seeing. I see 3/4. like that. Now, which is great, except I need, how many do I need?
2.
2, which means I need 2 sets of 3/4. Okay? Now I have 2 3/4. This is what I'm going to suggest to you. I suggest that you line them all up once you have it all figured out. So how many fourths do I have now? I have 6/4. Okay? Now, all right. So now that I have my 6/4, what I want to do is I'm going to reduce it. Well, in order to reduce it, I always start with my largest fraction tile that I have on my desk, which is 1. And I take my 1 and I move it and I say, okay, so that covers 4 of them. Then I know that 2/4 can be reduced, and I saw that, hey, that's equal to 1/2. So what I want to see on your desk is that you have 6/4, and then either on top of it, like this, or below it, I want you to have 1 1/2, showing me that you understood that you could reduce it.
We don't have 6. We only have 5.
No, you do have 6/4 because there are 3 bags, and each bag has 4 in them. And you guys are too busy trying to do things on your own instead of working together. So this is a group project. So as a group, you're going to make this happen.
As a group, guys, I got this one. You gotta put a 1 in. No, that's put it under it.
Okay. Now that we have our models done there, we're ready to move our model into the book, okay? So we're going to divide each model below into how many sections? How many sections is it? How many?
4.
4 sections. Okay? So I draw my lines. It doesn't have to be perfect, but we want it close. Okay? Then we're going to shade in. We're going to shade in 3/4 twice. 3/4. 3/4. Then I'm going to count. Right? So how many sections of each model are shaded? 3 sections. Says add how many total sections of the model are shaded. So how many total sections are shaded?
6.
6. So in my answer, I want to shade in 6. So you can see in my answer how much is shaded. How much is shaded in my answer? There's 6 or 1
And 1/2. So 1/2.
and 1/2. Okay? So we have 2 times 3/4 equals 6/4, or 1 and 1/2. So 2 times 3/4 is 1 and 1/2. So far, so good. The modeling is going to be important. You should have enough time in class today to finish everything because the last 2 groups did. But every question, you have to show me models with your fraction tiles, otherwise you may not put it down on your paper. Okay?
You want to see 1 and 2 right here?
Now, I'm going to do 1 and 2 with you. Okay. So, one more time, just for me. Why do we know that that this is the same as this. Or I shouldn't say, you know what I mean. Let me redo this. Hold on. 2 times 3 divided, 2 times 3/4 is the same as 3 times 2 divided by 4 because fractions are the same as division problems. So I can write 2 times 3 divided by 4 instead of writing 2 times 3/4, right? Okay? Because this and this are the same. I also know that 2 times 3 is equal to 3 times 2. Okay? Because 3 times 2 is 6, and 2 times 3 is 6. And I know the order of operation says that when doing multiplication and division, you go from left to right. So I'm going to multiply first. Right? So because this is equal to 3/4, and because these two are equal to each other, I know that I can have 3 times 2 divided by 4. Alright? You need to have a little bit more written than what I wrote on why they're equal and so forth. But the basic premises is 3 divided by 4 is equal to 3/4. So therefore, 2 times 3 divided by 4 is the same as 2 times 3/4. Because 2 times 3 in order of operation is going to be done first, because multiplication, when you have multiplication and division only in a problem, you go from left to right, right? Okay? Which means I can take 2 times 3 and switch it to 3 times 2, because you're going to multiply first, and either one is equal to 6. And then 6 divided by 4, which is equal to 6/4, which is equal to 1 and 1/2. Okay? Now, down here. Explain how you could find 2 times 3/4 without using models. See above. The same thing. 2 times 3 divided by 4. 3 times 2 divided by 4. I just showed you 2 different ways you can do it. Okay? Okay, so now we're going to change the models to find each product and write it in simplest form. So, I have 4 times 1/2. Right here on my paper, or on my board, I have a 1/2 tile. How many 1/2 tiles do I need?
4.
I need 4 1/2 tiles. I then want you to take the 1/2 tiles and lay them out. Side by side. Okay? On my model up here, I need to shade in 4 1/2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? With your fraction tiles, you should notice that the 4 halves will equal to 2 wholes. Okay? And then in our shading, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, which means I need to shade in 4 in my answer. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? So I have 2 holes down here, 1, 2 holes up here. So 4 times 1/2 equals 1, 2, 3, 4 halves, or 2. Okay?
I did it.
Wait, how do you get the
You
2?
did that all over again.
How'd you get the 2?
Oh, because
1 hole,
Yeah.
1 hole. 1 hole, 1 hole. So
Oh.
it's 2.
How'd you get the 4 too?
1, 2, 3, 4, and it's divided in half. Because there's, see, right here. So I shaded 1/2, 2 halves, 3 halves, 4 halves.
So the bottom one would be
Okay?
2.
So now, number 4. On your table, I want you to show me 4 times 1/3. You can't put your fraction tiles away, you need them. Show me 4 times 1/3 in your group. Okay, so walking around the room just now, I saw everybody take their 1/3 tile and give me how many of them?
4.
4. So 1, 3, 4. Okay? And then you laid them out, which was great. And we had them laid out like this, and you said, okay, I have 4/3. Okay? So if I shade my stuff right now, I would have 1, 2, 3, 4/3. Okay? Then you guys knew that you brought this over here and you said, but look, Mr. Bevo, 1 covers up 3 of them. So now what do I have? I have 1 and 1/3. Okay? Which when my shading happens, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need to shade 4 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4/3 or 1 and 1/3. 1, 1/3. Okay?
I see this one.
Now, I'm going to do number 5 with you because number 5, you don't have enough tiles on your desk. So you're going to have to make some up. Okay? So I'm going to bring one of these over because I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it. So how many 2/3 do I need?
5.
I need 5 2/3, right? So this is 1/3. So how many of these tiles do I need? How many of the 1/3 tiles do I need to make 2/3? I need 2. So that's 1/3. So if I put these 2 together, that's 2/3. Okay? So what I like to do is so there's 2 2/3, and there's 3 2/3, and there's 8 2/3, and this is where you guys are going to run into your problem. Who's laying this out right now? Come on, follow along. How many 1/3 tiles do you have left?
1.
You have 1 1/3 tile left, right? So this is what we're going to do. We're going to take a whole tile, and we're going to replace 3 of our 1/3 tiles with it. So we're going to... Okay? So I'm going to take 3 of these out. And actually, I'm going to take 4 of these out now because this one should not be there. So I'm going to take these out, and I'm going to replace it with a 1. Okay? So now how many more 2/3 do I need? I need 1 more 2/3. So I'm going to bring 1, 2. Okay? So there's, for your purposes at your desk, you're not to imagine that your 1 is separated into 3. Okay? Because we don't have enough tiles to show it at the desk. Now, once that I'm there, I can make the rest of my tiles. Boom. Right? Then I need to move one of those up there. Bring it up there. So now what's my answer?
3 1/3.
3 1/3. So I had 10 thirds, which equals 3 1/3. Okay? So when we straighten this in, we have 2/3 5 times. So there's 2/3. 2/3. 2/3. 2/3. 2/3. So I'm shading in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3, 6, 9, 10. Okay? Very good. Now, with your group, and you should not have 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10 done yet, because I have not seen how you laid it out with your fraction tiles. So with your group, you're going to lay out number 6. You're going to raise your hand. Let's go. We got number 6 done. I'm going to come by and check it out. I will give you a thumbs up, thumbs down. If I give you a thumbs down, you need to redo it. Once you redo it, or get it right, everybody puts it in their book. You move on to the next problem. Okay? So you have to show me with your tiles, put it in your book, move on. Can we handle that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Get started. Give me 2 seconds to finish our little video so I can move on. You do not have to do 11 and 12.
We're done.